Oh my god, we're live! Oh my god, yeah, okay. I'm so excited because so listen, I have been like trying to do monthly readings since like the beginning of time. Um, but it just doesn't work out. I don't know what it is, but like something just doesn't want me to do monthly readings and put them on my YouTube channel. Because every time I try, it like gets stuck or like not it gets stuck, but like, it just won't upload or like the video's too big and I can't like do anything because my storage is shit. Um, or like, other things like, I don't know, like the footage will be corrupt or, just a lot of weird, unnecessary stuff. So I decided to, I decided to finally like fix the problem. And I decided I was just going to do my monthly readings. Um, on live because why not? I feel like that's just the solution. So I've lit my incense, and I lit my. Oh my god, I can't speak already. I lit my incense and I lit my candle, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited for this. Oh my god, like I'm so excited because I have been waiting to do like a reading on YouTube for like ever, and hold on, it has been like not working out. So, but now it's finally working out. So I'm really excited. This is my first time, I think, live streaming on YouTube. I might have done it as like when I was like younger, like as a kid, which I should have, but I might have done it when I was younger, but I don't really remember if I did or not. But so let's just classify this as my first time streaming. Yay! Well, at least my first time streaming on YouTube because I've streamed on different social media platforms. Anyway, so regardless, 2 minutes in, I'm already rambling. This reading is going to be structured in a different way than. Hold on. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, so this reading is going to be structured in a different way than my readings are normally structured. Instead of pick a card, I'm going to do a general reading in the beginning, right? A general reading, and then we're going to get into the specifics with your sun sign and your rising sign. So check out for 3 things: the general reading, your sun sign, whichever category that falls into. We're going by the elements. Your sun sign and your rising sign. Forget your moon. We're not worried about your moon. Um, we're not worried about that over here. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited. Oh my god, it has been literally forever. Anyway, so let's just get into this general reading. What does the month of February hold for all of us? I'm super excited, guys. I hope it's nothing terrible because I've already been going through so much. I don't want it to be terrible. If February turns out to be terrible, and like February is the coldest month usually over where I'm from, so if February turns out to be terrible and cold, do you know how sad I'm gonna be? Yeah, I don't have one of those. Oop. Okay, well, I don't have one of those. What are those called? Depression lamps either. So, okay, so 3 coins popped out like it always does. Like, what's new, I don't know about you guys, but 3 coins is like, it's like an average reading. Oh, Ten of Swords. Damn it. Okay. I didn't really want Ten of Swords. Maybe I called it in, but whatever. Ten of Swords isn't always bad though. Okay. And we got the Devil reversed. Uh-huh. And what else? What else do we have here? And we have 3 of Cups. Yay! Okay, so this is not an overall terrible spread, which is great. So what I'm picking up right now is that for all of us, this is a general reading, remember that. For all of us, this is going to be a pretty exciting, pretty like chilled out type of month. Excuse me, my mouth is dry. Excuse me. Okay. Um, it's going to be a pretty chill month. What we're seeing here is we have 10. Oh, I'm also using Tarot of the Divine deck. I can't. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. 3 of coins, 2 of swords. Sorry, 10 of swords. The devil reversed. Ugh. Focus. Okay, good. And 3 of cups. So listen, this is not a bad spread. This is actually a pretty like average. I would say this like February is going to be like an average month. You might do like um a couple fun things, like go out with your friends. You might like, save money, spend a lot of money, whatever. Basically, we're giving February is a lot of gift giving. And I'm not just saying that because, Valentine's Day. But speaking of Valentine's Day, 35% off love readings. Go look at that in my shop because I'm excited. So yeah, it's not just because Valentine's Day is coming up that I'm saying, oh, it's gift giving. No, I feel like you're going to be more generous um, with like what you have, your wealth, your personal stash. Which, speaking of stash, never mind. Never mind. Anyways, so yeah, you are going to be more giving, more generous with what you have this month. And I feel like it's just because it's a love month, but also Black History Month. So you know how like, I don't know. You guys know how like there's like that trend. It's not really a trend, but whatever. It's like I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of a trend, but like every February, because it's Black History Month. Every Black History Month, there's like little like places that you can donate to, whatever. Like people support more Black owned businesses and stuff. Um, I feel like that's gonna be a part of it as well, but only if you're like a hoodoo or whatever, or like you're really just conscious, like you're a conscious buyer and stuff like that. I feel like that's where it's going to most. But also, I'm feeling like Siblings is coming up, especially not to shit on anyone's family, but especially with this Tenosaurus, Siblings is definitely coming up. Um, so maybe you are trying to connect with someone that hasn't, well, your sibling or a family member that hasn't been um, really nice to you lately, or like you've been like sort of quarreling with and whatnot. And you're trying to basically extend the olive branch. You're trying to create the peace and be the peace. So what you're going to do probably is, you know, give a gift. That's basically what it is. Be generous with yourself. Be generous with your time as well. Is what I'm saying. A lot of you probably are going to. Well, this is just the next part. Is forgetting about not forgetting, but like moving on from the generosity, but a lot of you are going to feel a sense of kind of stuckness. So this year's theme is water, like the element is water. So I'm feeling there's a lot of like serpent energy and stuff from here. But that's, neither here nor there. I'll get into what that means in a second, but I feel like a lot of you are going to be drowning, but not like financially, that's not a thing, but more like drowning in your own self, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of you, especially with this Ten of Swords and the Devil reverse, are going to have a lot of like, um, I don't know, conflict with like what you desire versus what you're obligated to do, if that makes sense. It's going to be a tough, really tough battle, like basically a game of tug of war. Um, and that's just because, it's hard, it's a hard thing to get through. Do I do the thing that I'm obligated to do? Do I do the thing that everyone expects, like, of me? Or do I, pursue my own, like, way? Or, do I pursue my own desires? Um, that's going to be a lot of you this year. Not this year, maybe this year, but this month specifically. I'm also saying that your wants are not actually what you want. You need to dig deeper than that. You are just surface level at this point, and you need to go beyond the surface and dig deeper into what you actually want. And this could be for anyone. In fact, it could be for me as well. Um, what is it that you truly want? If you want money, do you want freedom, or do you want actual, like, just plain paper bills? Think about that. If you want money, do you want security? Do you want, to feel like you're safe, to feel like um, you have something stable in your life? Do you want that? Or, do you just want, your bank account to look pretty? Do you want luxury? Do you want leisure? Do you want to just live a very simple life filled with, pursuing your own desires or whatever that may be? Just like picking up a hobby and not having to worry about monetizing it, because it's just a hobby and not something that you need to monetize, or not something that you need to do to, you know, get your foot in the door, or pay a bill or whatever. Make ends meet. What is it that you want? I'm also like, it's not even like, got crabby hands. That's funny. There's greed for sure, but that's later on. Um, what I'm feeling is like you're kind of like grasping at this idea of like this idea of whatever you feel like you desire, whatever you think that you desire. You're grasping at the idea of it, and it's not actually what you want. It's more of like a symbol of what you want, an idol, um, etc. It's not actually what you desire. So figure out, like, stop living in dreamland. Figure out what your heart truly wants, and figure out, like, you know, why that facade was there to begin with. Was it just your mind preventing you from, discovering out your true desires and like getting them? Or is it just because you're scared to get them yourself? So instead of finding out what you truly want, you are just going with whatever is basic, most attainable. Um, and so, yeah, I'm hearing someone saying, like, "Oh, I want a job. I want a job." Do you want a job, really? And it's not like if someone's looking for work, but they're looking for um, is not aligned with their soul's mission. I've been saying some stuff about like soul's mission since the beginning of the year. You guys really need to start focusing on that. What is your purpose? Why are you put on this earth to begin with? So instead of, for this person specifically out there, instead of looking for work, look instead for your talents and how they show up with financial opportunities, instead of just like grasping for anything, because you're going to be miserable. That's the path that you're on. You're going to be miserable. So instead of grasping for any and everything, how about you learn to float for a little while? Because the way you drown is you panic, right? So you panic, you grab onto things that don't matter, and you might pull someone you love down with you. You don't want to do that shit, because that would be terrible and you would hate yourself forever. And you'd have to, do some hard work to, undo that pain, undo that trauma. Um, so instead of, grasping at any and everything, learn to float and let yourself be carried. Let yourself be carried. Um, support is always there. It is always there, whether you like recognize it or not. Your feet are always supported by the ground, are they not? Mother Earth is always lifting you up. So whether you like it or not, you're always supported, you're always held. So why don't you act like it? I'm so sorry. I'm being like a fucking mom, but just act like it and like, allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to be like taken care of by your talents, your natural resources, um, the people around you, the energy that you put off naturally, like allow that shit to help you like move through this rough patch of life that you're going to go through. Allow yourself to move through it and, you know, use that as a way to find the financial opportunity or the financial means to help yourself and like gain wealth, gain abundance, gain success. Um, so that's for that person or people. If that resonated with you, sorry I yelled at you. Um, Sometimes it just happens like this, like that. But overall, this month is going to be really about giving and like community in a sense. So, um, if you've had the urge to reach out to a friend, and I'm not talking romance, but just friends in general, if you have that urge to reach out to a friend, reach out to that friend. Set up a brunch date, set up a lunch date, set up a dinner date, set up, I don't know, hiking or something. I wouldn't want to go hiking in cold weather, but that's just me. I mean, it's not really that cold now. It's like 60, 50 degrees over here, but I know February is going to be terrible. So I wouldn't plan a hiking date, but if you're into that, then good for you. Kudos to you. Um, but yeah, make sure that you are reaching out, especially if you've been called to. If your heart's like, oh wow, I really want to see that person, or I really want to talk to that person, really want to hang out. Even if it's just like a simple phone call, you know, even if it is just a simple phone call, make sure that you reach out to that person because you never know what people are going through, especially within the last with this being the last stretch of winter. People are going through a lot. Um, so make sure that you reach out to them. Uh, Reach out to your loved ones. Bake bread for your grandma. I know I do. That's the one of the main reasons why she called me because I make amazing banana bread and she loves me for it. She loves me regardless, but she loves that I make amazing banana bread and she can't get enough of it. She's like addicted to it. Um, which I guess it's because she has diabetes and banana bread is probably like one of the only things that doesn't like make it act up as much as everything else does. Anyway, that's too much on my grandmother and my family. But yeah, so if you you know have family that you've been like thinking about, maybe you've had a falling out or whatever, talk to them because you never know what someone's going through, and you might just be the one person that they need. You know. But regardless of that, community is really again a big thing. You might be going to a lot of parties, you might be going to like a lot of outings and whatever, or you might just find yourself like with like club meetings or like not opening but like discovering new like ways to get involved in your community. I feel like flea market is a thing. Someone's trying to like set up an area at a flea market, which good for you. Like wish I had a flea market over here that I could, do the same thing, but I don't. Um, but if that's you, do it. Don't think about it, just do it. Um, if you've been wanting to volunteer, volunteer. If you've been wanting to, just like um, get involved in like cute little like community things like book clubs or whatever, or get into Facebook groups and like share all of your knowledge about like this one niche subject. Do that too. Whatever it is that you have been desiring, that is what you need to do in the terms like in the sense of community. Because that like so going back to what I said about like, figuring out your actual true desires and what lies underneath, your yearning for community, your yearning for connection is not a part of that. Unless it's like, no, it's not a part of that. I was about to say unless it's like, love thing or whatever. But no, it's not a part of that. What I was picking up on was more of like a desire not for someone, but the control of someone. And if that's you, let it go, because it's not it's not fruitful. I can tell you that. What was I saying? Yeah, the difference between the desires of community and connection versus your deep down desires, like yeah, your desire for, I don't know, wealth, for love, for self-worth, like a deeper sense of self-worth, importance from people, like your desire to be respected or whatever. These are just things that I'm ranting off about. And a desire to feel equal could be one. I don't know why that came through, but a desire to feel equal. Seen is another one that I've heard. All of those things those are things that you need to look deeper into. And that might have been like the deep part of it that I've just like listed off, but it is your job to do some introspection on your own desires and stuff like that. So that is a general reading. Okay, let's move on to fire signs, because I am a fire sign and we always go first. Aries lead the astrological sides, so we're going first. Okay. What does February have in store for fire signs? I hope it's good. If not, then I will hope for my earth signs, because I'm a Virgo rising. Oh my god, I'm kidding, but I do hope it's good. I hope everyone has a good reading. Fire signs. Ooh, the Empress. Look at us. Okay, let's not get too excited though, because this could turn left real quick. The Empress. Let's see what else we have here. What does February have in store for fire signs? Oop, the Devil upright. Ooh. Okay. Hanged Man and 9 of Cups. Well, look at us. We're just gonna be fucking adored, aren't we? We're gonna be showered with love, treated like gods and goddesses. I'm feeling like I'm literally feeling all like the desire wash over me. Oh, that feels good. Okay. That feels good. Wow. Okay. So we have, again, the Empress. We have the Devil. We have 9 of Cups. And we have the Hangman. Surrender yourself over to all the love that's coming to you, all the indulgence and everything. This is your month to be like, okay, yes, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what my heart calls to. I know exactly what my body calls to. And I'm going to let it be. I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to let whatever wants to take over me, And especially like with this Devil card, I always love this Devil card because I feel like it illustrates the Devil card, sincerely, but like more specifically the whole desire part, because we have the lust part. Ooh, okay, yeah, because we have like this kind of like heart-shaped thing, and it's like kind of like icy hot and stuff like that. The whole icy hot concept that gets thrown around when we're talking about love and everything. I've always loved this card because it just illustrates that beautifully. Okay, so okay, so I feel like this month you're going to be in total control for fire signs. You're going to have total control, but in a way that like you don't even need to lift a finger. That's how much control you have over your life. Not really over the people around you, but you have influence over the people around you, and the people you connect with like on a daily basis, and even like, because I'm feeling like with this hangman and this empress together, I feel like it's going to be like with people that like you have just met or you like have connected with online or whatever, because the empress is, the empress. But the hangman is all about like, jumping at opportunities, like a like kind of like free flowing type of vibe. So when those two are put together, I always like assume, oh, influence, especially in a spread like this, persuasion, really easy to connect to, really easy to vibe with. You're sort of in like the leadership position still, but you're still like kind of, you know, um, you have, what's that word? You have dominion over a lot of different areas of your life that you have been struggling in, for one, but also, um, you've been wanting for two. So a lot of, ooh, a lot of control here. Everything with this spread is like control, control, control. These are very, 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 powerful positions that we have. Even like the Empress here, she's praying, but she's deified literally, because that's sun imagery. And of course, the devil's like the devil. Then we have Nine of Cups, which I think is just beautiful. This is such great artistry. I can't. Anyway, still, even like the Hangman, but like we have like some sort of like Ophelia sort of like references here. So don't get lost. Don't get so lost in your lust that you go fucking crazy. Uh, just don't fucking do that. Okay, like that's not what you want to do, at all. I just like to shuffle because, anyway, not even here nor there. I just like keeping the cards in my hands, to keeping the energy going. Um, but yeah, so I feel like the beginning of the month is going to be very like control centered. A lot of like, oh, I'm just going to mark my territory, get what I want, and that's just that. And towards the end, like sort of like the middle and the end, we're seeing a lot of like less of you, making demands and more of your demands being fulfilled, wishes fulfilled. Um, that's what we're seeing here, especially like with, this hangman and also this Nine of Cups. Let's see what's pulled at the top. Page of Cups. Yep. Wishes fulfilled. For sure. Definitely romantic too. So definitely the flirt of the tarot is what I call them, Page of Cups. So you are going to have a really great time. You are going to be life party for sure if you're ever invited anywhere. All eyes are on you. You're going to be exuding it girl or it boy or whatever, energy. And I love that for you because you deserve it. Literally. Yes. Okay. I'm just like feeling it all. And it makes me so happy. It makes me feel, uh, sensual, but also like ready to go out and like party. I feel like going to a rave right now because that's this energy right now that you're receiving. Um, let's talk about Valentine's Day. You guys are going to have a cute ass Valentine. Spicy ass Valentine too, and you might be the spicy Valentine, but still. Um, let's just go on and say it because I know you're all wondering this. Yes, the sex will be great. And we're leaving it at that. It's going to be great, okay? We all know it. It's going to be good. Um, even if it is just solo, like you yourself. I feel like for some of you who are single and are like in single mode, you're not hooking up with anyone for Valentine's Day. You just have being by yourself and everything. That, ooh, it's gonna be so sensual. You got your red wine, your favorite wine glass. You've ran yourself a bubble bath. Everything. You've bought yourself flowers. You're feeling yourself up. I mean, like, you have admired yourself in the mirror. You've been saying spells to yourself in the mirror. You have been doing all this good ass shit to yourself, and you've fallen in love with yourself again. And I love that for you. So if that's you, good on you. Keep doing that. And in fact, I expect you to love yourself like that on Valentine's Day, because that is the energy that you're going to need, or that's that energy that you should be putting out. But for the rest of us who have like partners and whatever, or just casually hooking up. Sorry, my nose is running. It always happens when I read, but for those of us who are like going to have someone on Valentine's Day, it's going to be great. You're going to feel devoured is what came out of me. You're going to feel devoured, but in a good sense. You're going to feel like people can't get enough of you, but you have so much to give. Ooh, oh my God, you have so much to give, and people can't get enough of you. Like, especially the one person that you're aiming at right now. We're all ourselves little cupids. Anyway, I feel like it's just good. This is going to be a good month for fire signs, all around, especially towards the end with the hangman here. The end of February is going to be like, okay, what's next? You're ready for whatever. That spontaneous side of fire signs is going to come out and be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Whatever you have to throw at me, throw it at me. I'll catch it. Any door that wants to open, I'll walk through right now. Any stairs I have to climb, don't worry. I slept good tonight. It's like really good energy. I feel like you're ready for anything and everything. Keep that energy with you. Keep it with you. Please keep it with you, because it's going to benefit you. Oh, hi Nellie, my sweetheart. Hello. Yeah, so that energy is going to really stay with you. I hope it will stay with you when we go into March. But for the most part, towards the end of February, you're going to feel a lot of good vibes, a lot of, just like free-spirited. All that desire that you felt, all that good loving that you had, it's not going to go to waste. It's just going to channel your ability to see more opportunities, ability to see that there's always more for you, and that the universe loves you, and that you are always taken care of, because you will be taken care of. I promise you that you will be taken care of for the month of February. Anyway, that's it for fire signs. Let's go on to air signs. Let's go on to air signs. You guys know me. I always get out of breath. I always get out of breath because I talk way too fucking fast. Okay. So 6 of Wands, 5 of Coins, 3 of Swords, and we got Ace of Wands. Love that. That's so cute. Okay. So listen. Air signs, I hope that you're ready, because this February is going to be a roller coaster. Just for clarification again, I got 6 of Wands, 5 of Coins, 3 of Swords, Ace of Wands. I don't even know if you saw Ace of Wands. I just kind of threw it up there, but whatever. This is going to be quite an experience for you. This February is going to be wild. And wild in a sense that it's like literally a wild card. Like Wheel of Fortune is just spinning for you. It's going all different types of ways, front, back, whatever. It might even fall off the stand, but that's not here nor there. Just make sure that you're grounded for sure, because this is going to be a rocky ass month. So let's start with this. The beginning of your month is going to be okay. first of all, before I get into the beginning, what just came through to me is, what's it called? What's it called? Oh my God, what's it called? What's it called? You guys know, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But imposter syndrome. That's what came through to me. Yes, and wear seatbelts. This is what Nelly said. Yes. Okay, so imposter syndrome is what came up to me, especially with five of coins and six of wands. You're gonna like present yourself as on top of the world, and you might actually be, but something that you like had in your vision is not there, and it's making you seem like your success isn't real. So that's gonna be a lot of internal work, a lot of doing like deep dives onto why that specific thing isn't there and why you feel that thing is needed for you to be successful or like have success, feel successful. Yeah, so we have a lot of imposter syndrome. There's a lot of like feeling of like getting caught. So if you're like doing shady shit, if you're like pretending, like not really pretending to be someone that you're not, but pretending to have things that you don't have, pretending to you know, be like high status when you're really not, or just like uh up playing a part of you that doesn't really uh get like, it doesn't really have showtime much often. So that would mean like, going out and partying every night when you're really an introvert and you want to stay in and write books or read books, paint, whatever. That face that you're putting on is going to cause you a lot of weird internal conflict that you're going to have to go and dissect, because it's going to be really weird. So yeah, beware of that. But the beginning of the month, Six of Wands, excuse me. I don't know why, but I just fucking choked on air. Six of Wands, beginning of the month, you're gonna feel like maybe it's like carrying over from this month, January, but you're gonna feel like a lot of prosperity, a lot of like courage, I feel like, and you're going to feel like kind of like on top of the world, very much like making a way for yourself, and I love that for you. Let's pull from the top. Okay, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah, so you might just be like, yeah, paving a way for yourself. Cutting what? I hope it's not yourself, but cutting something up. It could be like arts and crafts is what I'm picking up, but something about cutting. Oh, it could be cunning. So you might be like quick on your feet, really like dominating your language, dominating like whatever field that you're in, whatever like science that you pursued. You might be dominating that area of your life right now, or at least in the beginning of the month. But that's gonna change because you're gonna kind of like lose your footing towards the middle, which is going to be terrible for you. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have the worst Valentine's Day ever. I'm so sorry. Maybe, hopefully, this is just like your sun or like your rising, whatever, and you don't have like double air, like you're not an air sun and air rising. Because if you are, sorry, but that Valentine's Day is gonna suck. We got Five of Coins and Three of Swords here. Do you think you're gonna have a good Valentine's Day? Because I don't. I don't at all. Um, so yes, so towards like the middle of February, you're gonna have like a lot of sort of like, I don't know, doubts when it comes to your security, whether that be relationships, but this is mainly around money, and that might affect your relationship as well. But if you have like a long-term relationship going. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for you. I'm so sorry. I'm laughing right now, but that's just because I'm so uncomfortable with this energy. Like, god damn, what did y'all do? It's probably nothing. It's probably just you weren't meant to be like with that person, or you just meant to be like alone right now, um, or whatever. But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yes, 5 of coins. You're gonna feel a lot of insecurity, a lot of like being unstable. I feel like during this time you should focus not on why you're unstable, but like ways that you can ground yourself, ways that you can keep yourself like sort of like level-headed, because your footing will be off for sure. So instead of getting too far ahead in the clouds, living on the inside of your world, why don't you just focus on uh, ways like actions that you can actually take, like in the real world. I'm not talking like this is not the time for manifestation at all. That will be towards the end of the month, but this is not time for manifestation. Right now is the time to work like part-time jobs. If you were looking for like, if you need like an extra shift or something, part-time job is you, overtime, whatever you can. Because damn, sorry. Um, but yeah, look out for that. But I also feel like in terms of relationships, you're going to be holding on to someone. Ah, yes, dependency. You know what? I wish I could skip this month for you because it's just not going to be great. But we have dependency as well. So this person, so this is where like you kind of like pick and choose your path. You always have a choice whether or not you can like whether or not these things are like going to come through for you like in your future. You always have a choice, but this is where you have like a choice. You can either recognize your dependency on your person or your job or whatever. You can recognize your dependency on those things and work do the work to become independent, do the work to become like your own person, or you can deal with terrible heartbreak. And in the case of finances, you know broke mode, no money on your card, like having no money in the bank basically. Especially like this is not the time to do that, especially when the beginning of the actual year is coming up, the spring equinox. You don't want to be broke during the spring equinox because that's the energy that you're going to grow. So make sure you have some level of income that you have. Anyway, whatever. That's not here nor there. You have a choice between dependency and independency and being independent. So make sure that you recognize when that choice is being handed to you. Make sure that you recognize when you have to make that choice, and if you are actually actively making that choice, or if you just are like, affirming that you're making that choice. Like, oh yeah, like some people. It's just like a side note, like a little mini rant, but some people when they're like trying to manifest something or like trying to like reprogram their mind or to I don't know do whatever the fuck they want to do, they're always like, oh yeah, like I'm really great at saving money, and I'm using money just because that's the easiest thing to connect with people. They're like, oh yeah, I'm really great at saving money, and then they spend like $500 in like a week that's not on bills. Like, how can you like affirm and not change the pattern? Like, you can, like, affirmations do work, but only if you use them correctly and break your bad habits with them. So you can like reprogram your mind. Like, you can't like reprogram your mind without actively like you know breaking trauma bonds, breaking bad habits, cycles, patterns, etc. So make sure that's not you this February, and make sure that you know the choices and you are sticking by the choices that you make. Now, towards the kind of like the end, I feel like you're going to get inspired by your hardships. So this could be a time for creativity, a time to really ponder on like your philosophy in life, um, sit and think, and getting like water vibes. So maybe being still. Maybe you've been moving too fast, and like this month is trying to break your like not break you up, but break up the energy that has been breaking up your momentum is what I'm trying to say, because you've been moving too fast and you're missing a lot of stuff. So try to be still, try to be introspective during the last couple days of the month, because towards like the very end of February, your focus is going to be like the energy surrounding is going to be definitely creativity, definitely like birthing. It could be like a rebirth of yourself, or it could be like a rebirth of your like long lost hobby or whatever, your long lost talent. Getting into new talents is another thing, but just like starting over with something, or just starting something as well. So make sure that whatever hardships you've gone through, release them with this creative outlet. And yeah, that is the end for air signs. Okay, now we're moving on to earth signs. Thank you, air signs, for watching your part, but we're moving on to earth signs now, which I'm excited about because I myself am. Ooh, I love that. Okay, I am a Virgo rising. I've already said that in this video, but I just want to say it for the people who skip to their time spots whenever I upload the replay. Yes. Okay, earth signs. You know that one song before like we even like get into like the full reading, but you know the song that Disney the Disney opening is for, like, not is for, but like they play it with the opening credits roll when they show the castle. What's it called? After something, dreams come true. I don't know the lyrics, but I know that it's about like wishes being fulfilled and like living out your best life. That's the basics. I know as many times as I've seen Disney movies, I don't know what that song is. It's kind of crazy, but that's the vibe that we're picking up right now. For fire, sorry, not fire signs. There's this 7 of coins has fire. That's why I said fire. But for earth signs, let me see. I need 2 more cards, please. What does February hold for earth signs? Sometimes, I don't know, this deck is not a jumpy deck. This deck is like so calm and so tame. It's like, oh, I mean, if you want to pick from the top, you can. If you want to pick from the bottom, you can. Oh, you want me to jump out cards? Okay, fine, I'll do it. This is what this deck is. It's like, it doesn't really jump out for me, but it's not like my other decks. Ooh. Okay, that one fell. Page of Cups. Okay, nice. Last card. The deck is called Tarot of the Divine. It's the one with like the girl walking across the bridge and she's staring at the moon. It's really pretty. I love all like these illustrations are so beautiful. Okay. Page of Swords. Okay, yes. Okay, I am loving this for Earth signs. Wow. This is so okay. This is so good. Okay, so I pulled 3 of Wands. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna do like a little makeup cruise. I don't know if you can see, but 3 of Wands. 7 of Coins, which I love this card. Page of Cups. And then we have Page of Swords. So I feel like this month for you guys is going to be beautiful. It's going to be a lot of growth, but like linearly. So you're not going to you're not going to be like earth signs and be like all over the place with your growth. It's going to be like, okay, I want this thing and I'm going to plan for ways to get it, I'm going to feel like inspired all the way through, and that momentum is going to build. Especially since we're leading with the Page of Swords for you this month. But this is a great time. If you haven't already set your intentions for the month of February, set your intentions right now. Don't wait until the 1st. Do it right now because you probably won't remember on the 1st. Because I know I never remember when it's the 1st of the month. All I'm worried about is paying rent on the 1st of the month, but whatever. So yeah, this is going to be a really good month for you guys because first of all, we are reaching our goals. At least we're reaching for them and we're going towards them. That's why I said set your intention, especially since this is the first card that dropped out, which means that it's going to be towards the first of the month. So what I also feel like could happen though, with the first of the month is you could there's like the energy of don't look back. You know how when you're climbing a mountain, especially for people who are afraid of heights, where you're rock climbing or something, or you're going really high off the ground, or you're hiking, and people are always like, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Yeah, don't look back and don't look down because you're going up. And when you go what's that one saying? I don't know. I don't remember the saying, but it's something like your feet only go where your head is, where your head looks or something. Your feet only go where your head is, I don't know, leading. So if you're going back, you're going back. If you're going down, you're going down, So keep up, keep looking up, keep your head up. That's so funny, but you gotta keep your head up. That's so funny. But yeah, keep your head up, keep looking, reaching the sky. And there's also this idea of you might feel a bit of a contrast, oh, my desires aren't really what everyone else wants or something like that. It's going to be I don't know, you might get kind of judged for wanting what you want or needing what you want or needing what you need, sorry. But not everyone's journey is the same. Let's keep that in mind. And 2, you might have to do this alone for the first part. That's why I want you to really, for at least the first week of February, really, I want to say keep to yourself, but make sure that your energy is preserved, because later on throughout the month, it's going to be exhausted, but not exhausted in a bad sense, but it's going to be used. And I need you to make sure that it's used for good, because this is a really positive thread. This is really positive energy over here. I want you to make sure that you get the best of it. So yeah, set your intentions, keep your head up, make sure this is a really good time for reprogramming your mindset as well. So if you have a lot of fears, have a lot of doubts, have a lot of maybe shame or guilt towards something, make sure you correct that at the beginning of the month and keep it in check throughout the rest. Because it is going to, keeping, I don't know, keeping up with your mental hygiene is going to help you a lot throughout this month. So make sure that you are on schedule. Make sure you are meditating every month or every night. Sorry, not every month. Every morning and every night, or every night, whichever you do. Make sure that you're journaling whenever you can. Make sure you're writing, whatever ideas come down, and if you have negative thoughts, yeah, let them come through. Don't try to obstruct them. Don't try to block them, whatever. Just let them come through and then say what you want to be true, or say what is the opposite of that thing. So if you're like, okay, oh, well, no one likes me, I'm a terrible human being, instead say, actually, thanks for that thought, but actually, I'm actually quite lovable and I have a lot of friends, and, people do support me and care about me. So make sure you're like reprogramming your mind like that. Make sure that you are, mindful of your thoughts, mindful of where your where your head is at certain times, because that's gonna help you. Towards the middle of the month, we're gonna see it's very romancy, but you're gonna have a lot of financial success towards, like, the middle of the month. I feel like, and it's just basically because of like your charisma and like your personality and everything that's going to be carrying you. I feel like it could be like, if it's not financial success, it's definitely status for sure. Something in the realm of like material, like the material hierarchy or whatever. I don't even know if that's a fucking thing, but it is here over in Jojoba land. Um, so it's definitely something revolving like around status, wealth, I don't know, like what else, resources, stuff like that, networking, like your connections and stuff. um, like whatever it is that you have, like, you're going to get more of. So whatever it is, like say you're like you just got a raise or something, or I don't know, like you've just met like someone like pretty important, or like you just talked to like the CEO of your company or whatever. um think about like the next step up, because that could be you. So if you just got a raise, you might get a promotion. Or if you just got a raise, or if you're not getting a raise and you're still like, in that area of like I deserve more, you're going to get like a new opportunity that's going to come to you. um a new financial opportunity that's going to give you what you ask for, and not just like sell for less and sell for like, like treat you like you don't, like they don't need you, like you don't, like they don't, um they don't need like your skill set, and like you're pretty much worth nothing to them. um Ask for more, work for more. That's the mood that you need to be in. We're getting romantic towards the end of the month. It's still in the middle, but like towards the end. We're getting romantic, so this could be like Valentine's Day, of course. But I'm also seeing like you might have a new fling, or you might just be like in a flirty vibe. So you might have a lot of hookups, or you might just like, you know, paying more attention to your romantic relationships, or you might get a new fling because you are a flirt this month. You're flirty and you are loving it. And you're not afraid to show it. And I love that for you, because I love when people are like that. Because they're just not afraid to love. And I love that. So don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to go after what you deserve. Don't be afraid to go after what you desire this entire month. Because when we're ending at what we are ending at, excuse me. It's been a long day. It's been almost an hour of me doing readings, and my tongue is beginning to tie up. But what we're ending with is planning. What we're ending with is, okay, how could I make this stable? How can I, take all of my newfound earnings, all my newfound happiness, joy, prosperity? Thank you. I will drink water. How do we keep that with us? How do we make it stable? How do we make it grow? What is the foundation that we need to build for it? My God. Okay. Yeah. So make sure that you have everything you possibly can so you can plan out, you know, how to keep these things going for you, how to cultivate, all the crops that you have just, planted. Because, we are, and I love that I just said that because, spring is coming up. Literally, spring is coming up. So these are seeds that you're planting right now. Um, Especially when it comes to furthering yourself on your soul's mission or in your career or like with your own like personal purpose or like your own philosophy. Um god this is such a good thing because these are seeds that you're sowing right now that will grow exponentially. And I do mean exponentially and like spread like wildfire when spring comes around. So make sure that you are doing everything that you need to do. Make sure that you have sort of like a determination about yourself, but also open yourself up to opportunities and open yourself up to new people and stuff like that. Just don't like close yourself off. But make sure that you are determined, you are staying on track throughout February because you will need to start planning for how to, keep what you have and like grow, the wealth that you have accumulated over this month. So yeah, this month is really great for you. I'm excited to see, all of your success because this is very like a prosperous month for you. For fire, sorry, not fire signs. I keep looking at this goddamn fire. Anyway, for earth signs, it's very prosperous, and I'm really excited. And I want to say, wow, I'm applauding you, congratulating you for all of your success and all the cool shit that you did for February. Even though we're not in it yet, I'm still sending you my praise because you deserve it. And you deserve a lot of things, even if you don't think that you do. And that's it for earth signs. Ooh, Nelly said I'm nervous and excited. You should be. Don't be nervous. Anticipate. Okay. Now we have to go into the last biddies, which is my water signs. You're welcome, Nelly. Okay. I'm getting to water signs now, and this is the last element that we cover before we end the video. So, water signs, what do you have in store for February? Remember to check your sun and rising. Okay. The Magician. Ooh, okay. Love that. What do you have in store for February? Let's see. Ooh. These cards always want to fall. 3 of Cups. Yeah, good. Ugh. 7 of Swords. Yee. That's gross. Ew. Okay. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Whatever. What's next? Sorry, water signs. I just don't like 7 of Swords. I've never liked it. 7 of Cups, and we also got Page of Coins with that. Okay. Just give me a second. Yeah, 7 of Swords is terrible. A terrible card. I mean, it's good for like what it means, but I hate when it jumps out of my readings because I'm like, there's always better. Like, why? Anyway, whatever. So we have the Magician, 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Coins, and then we have Page of Coins. I'm trying to remember. Because I think page is 11, because we have the suit and then the court cards. And I think page is 11, the number 11, and then it goes up from there, from like 10. So that's true. You guys have a lot of fulfilling to do. A lot of fulfilling. Because we have 1, 3, 2 sevens, which could also be 5 because 14. So 1, 3, 5, or 7 twice, and we have 11. So your wishes are definitely being fulfilled. So just like earth signs, make sure you set your intentions for this month, because a lot's going on, for sure. But luck is on your side as long as you are on your side. And what I mean by that is don't get in your own way. Yeah, there's a lot going on, this month. But there is. So you see, this person's like this wolf is like literally afraid of its own shadow, pretty much. At least that's what I'm seeing from like this reading specifically. Because sometimes I see it in a different way. But what I'm seeing right now is that this wolf is afraid of its own shadow. So when I say that luck is on your side as long as you are on your side, don't be afraid of how successful you can be. Don't be afraid to push your limits. Don't be afraid to explore outside of your own boundaries, because that's how we grow. We push our boundaries and we grow. You can't build muscle without pushing your own boundaries. You can't do it. You can't. It's just not a thing unless you get a BBL, but you're not growing. You're not growing anything. You're just, redistributing fat in the areas that you want it to be. That's not here nor there. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. So in order to grow, you have to push your limits. Don't be afraid to do that. And don't be afraid to go beyond what people say that you're refined to, or you're like, enclosed with. Don't put yourself in a box just because others see you in there. I'm also, that's just like the general spread, but yeah. So set your intentions towards like the beginning of the month. You're gonna have like a lot of good vibes, lots of lots of okay, new month, new me, new opportunities. I'm ready for it, and that energy is going to help you focus a lot on things that are important to you, like maybe chilling with friends, growing business. I feel like networking has a lot of place here as well. By the way, I said this in the beginning of the video of the live stream, but I just remembered to do it again. Anyway, so I have love readings off. They are 35% off until February 15th. So if you want to get one of those, you can. They're in my shop. And I will link it in the description when I upload the replay. But you can just go on the website, click on shop, and it will have it right where it says book a reading on the little tab. Anyway, so going back to what we were talking about, yeah, I feel like networking is going to have a lot of space here, especially like just like coming together with people, doing fun things or whatever. But you might that might be like, I don't know. There's like, I feel like I'm dealing with an introvert here because I feel like you're scared to connect with people who love you. And I don't know if that's a trauma thing. It could just be like you were just not a people person or whatever. But don't be afraid of people who love you. They're there for you. They're there to hold you. They're there to help you in situations where you might not be able to trust yourself. They're there for you. So don't be afraid of them, and don't flake out. I feel like we're getting, flaky people here. So don't flake out on people who invite you out, who love your presence, your company. Just being around you. Don't do that because you hurt them as well. Not only are you hurting a relationship with them, but you're hurting them specifically. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Um, So yeah, towards the beginning of the month, it's gonna be a lot of just being open, whatever, and then going with the flow type vibes, um, but also a lot of like kind of like conjuring up. So if you're like a witch, a hoodoo, a spiritualist, or whatever, this would be the time to call in, what you want. Um, and that's just that. So towards the middle of the month, um, you know, a lot of fun if you allow yourself to have fun. A lot of fun, a lot of drinks out with girlfriends or whatever. A lot of just being around people that love you and people you love as well. I'm also hearing study groups. It could be because midterms are on their way. So uh, don't shy away from those either if you're a student, because those will help you for sure. Again, but still, there's like this, especially in the middle. But there's like this air of like resistance. I don't like when people block their own blessings. So listen to me carefully. You have to be aware of yourself towards the middle of the month. Be aware of what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're treating other people specifically, because I feel like this is going to cause you to have uh, not a great ending to the month as you want it to be. Because right now I'm seeing a great ending right now, towards the end of February. But don't don't sabotage yourself. Really focus on like what you want and make sure that your actions are following through with that. Especially when it comes to like people, when it comes to like going out, whatever. It could be like, rekindling connections or making new connections. It could be romantic or whatever. Um, there's not really an air of romance here, but with the Three of Cups, there's always romance underlying, at least love underlying. So it could be that as well, but don't shy away from people during this time. I feel like you will need them, as well as don't shy away from yourself, because I feel like this is for people who kind of feel like there are two parts of them right now. And I don't mean like a mental disorder, but like they literally feel like they're being tugged between like two like parts of their brain that wants like they have a common goal, but part of them is like trying to self-sabotage themselves and the other is trying to actually like get it done. um tell the self that's trying to protect you, tell the self that doesn't want you to grow, that you appreciate them and you love them. Tell them that you are safe and you know what you're doing, and tell them that take a seat in the back and shut the fuck up. No, but seriously, you have to take back the reins in your head. You have to show yourself that you are the authority. You have to regain control of your life during the middle of the month. Um, the middle of the month. So make sure to just be kind to yourself, but also be firm with yourself and know that you know you are always in control and you have a say in what you do and do not do. And that includes fulfilling your destiny or, getting your wishes fulfilled. Um, towards the end of the month, though, we see a lot of prosperous sort of um, vibes. There's a lot of like, okay, it's time to like get settled in and start. It's time to start like, you know, feeding the animals. raising crops and everything like that. There's, getting down to the simple life is what I'm saying. So, um, I feel like you and earth signs have had a lot of similarities, but um, again, just like with planning and everything, use this time to really. But the difference between you and earth signs, water signs, is that your planning is going to be like not your accomplishments that you've made throughout the month, but what you want to accomplish, what you wish to see happen. Especially with the fire, breathing life into your own like desired reality is essentially what I'm seeing. So make sure that when you plan it out, you can you can plan out this uh dream life that you see for yourself, with as much detail as you want or as little detail as you want. It just really depends on how free spirited you are, and if you just like trust the universe to give you, the life that you love and you truly see yourself living every time you go to sleep at night. Um, this is a lot about trust, but also coexistence. So, how can you bring about your dreams, but also coexist with others, like not tear down others to receive what you want? Coexist with nature, not destroy nature to get what you want, but also not ignoring it, more like seeing it more, being engulfed in nature more, appreciating it more, seeing the finer things in life, not material wise, but the abundance of the natural world. um, like really dive deep into what it is that you want and where can you already get it, like with earth just providing you um, with everything that you already need. So this might mean like plan a camping trip, go to the mountains or something, or plan to be a beach bum this summer. And whatever you can, you might just like do van life this summer or whatever, or start planning. Just get in touch with yourself and with get in touch with the natural abundance that is already provided for you. um yeah, there's also like an air of scarcity as well. So this is why I feel like I'm picking up like natural abundance and like really like diving deep into um you know innate wealth. um like you were born wealthy. um it's because you've kind of been like locking yourself off from that. And it could just be that person inside your head being like influenced by parents or whatever, the media, your friends. You always hear like, oh, I don't have enough, like I'm broke, I don't, like it's never I have all I need, it's always I don't have enough. um Maybe your mind's just too focused on that right now. And if that's your case right now, I uploaded an abundance subliminal that's going to reprogram your mind for to be in a abundant mind state, a mindset. So I would implore you to listen to that. It's free for the short version, and I also have an extended version and a sleep version on my website, that you can buy as well if you want it readily available to you and not just like on YouTube. But again, free version is there for you. Focus on your scarcity. Focus on feeling your lack mentality, and getting rid of that. Um, because you have more than enough. You have everything that you need. You literally have everything that you need right now, and I think it's time that you recognize it, and you probably will during this month. And that is that for water signs. Okay. God, thank you. Thank you so much for helping me through this reading, because I don't know if I could do it without some guidance. Anyway, so thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about February and everything. If your readings resonated with you, make sure to comment what resonated with you specifically, because I love getting those types of comments and everything. And make sure to like the video and subscribe to me if you haven't already, because that helps me a lot, and I'm really, 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 really close to reaching 100 subscribers. So help me do that, and I will love you forever. And yeah, all my social media links will be down in the description. And don't forget, love readings 35% off until February 15th. So go grab those as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.